Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back. We are back with our show. It's the weekend show. I'm XLG. Over here is my good buddy Mediumjay.
Mediumjay.
What's
Yeah.
up, pal? What's
Oh,
up?
well, we're in a little bit of a different location right now.
Oh, are we? Are
Yeah,
we? Is this different from our last setting?
due to COVID-19 restrictions, they canceled all recording studios for the small independent artists and
Yeah.
people that are just trying to make a decent living in the music industry. But apparently, the fucking Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra can still get together for rehearsals. They can still perform. They still can
Yep.
do
Yep.
shows.
Are
And
they? Aren't they doing like virtual? Are they doing virtual concerts? The symphony?
it just doesn't make sense because they limited regular people to what, three? Is it three people now in a house?
Something
Three
like
or
that,
four
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Which everyone's like, oh, thank goodness, I can
Yeah.
be with my
Yeah.
loved ones.
Yeah. You can
now.
have you can have a designate that comes over
But
and
in, in a symphony, 30, 40. It's like a football team, is it not?
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's ridiculous that now, like, we're still being squeezed in this fucking pandemic. That
Yeah.
we,
The
Trudeau,
little guy always is.
Did you see what Trudeau said about the travel restrictions on people that spend less than $2,000 a day in a hotel or something like that?
What?
It's like if you can't afford to stay in like a posh hotel
Right.
with all the accommodations
Yeah.
and everything, then you can't travel. Like that is ridiculous.
That's stupid. That is sickening.
It's hashtag what is it? Don't trust Trudeau or something.
Right.
Like that. It's going on like a lot of
DTT.
yeah. It's there's a movement going on
Yeah.
with the people that are just tired of this. We're all sitting at home, unable to open up our businesses, unable
Yeah.
to go to the store. The triple mask thing that's happening in the States, have you heard about?
I have, yeah, I have.
my
I mean,
gosh.
it kind of
90%.
makes sense, but for the love of God, it's hard enough to get people to wear one,
Yeah.
let alone
exactly.
trying to get them to wear three.
So there's going to be, I don't know, a good percentage of people that follow the government every turn,
Yeah.
nook and cranny or whatever, every turn that they have, they are going to follow them blindly. But then there's going to be the people that are walking around with the nose.
Yeah, yeah,
that
I
thing
see a
is
lot of
now-
that nose
that's
hanging
the,
out.
That's the like the big taboo
Mhm.
of what's going on now.
Yeah.
I've seen in stores people like if you're wearing a mask like this and it's
Yeah.
with the nose exposed,
Yeah.
it's the equivalent of just being in your
Yeah.
underwear.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you might as well not even wear a mask because you're still breathing in whatever somebody else is spewing out. And I mean, that's the only reason for the three mask is because the N95 is really the only one that keeps everything out, 95% of it. But because they're not readily available to everybody, then yeah, you start wearing the cloth mask, so now you got to layer up and maybe just respect the social distancing and
Well, why not 4 masks? If it's would that be
Why not 5?
95? Yeah,
yeah.
95 masks.
That's right. That's right. Maybe that's what N95 means. It's 95 masks, but they're all pressed together.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, I got 100 masks on.
Well, exactly. Yeah. And then you put 2 of the N95s on, and
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle.
You might as well. Yeah, you might. At this point, it's just put yourself in a bubble. Get
Yeah.
your own little eco
Yeah.
lab going in your own little.
See, maybe we
bubble.
all need the giant gerbil balls.
Yeah,
And that's how
like
we get
those
around.
things that you see in like those odd gym class videos on the
Yeah.
internet where they're just bouncing each other.
Yes.
That's all we're gonna do. It's just
Yeah.
a nice, creative, safe environment that you can not get sick in, and this is all for your protection. The government's gonna
That's
label
right.
this as.
That's
and,
right. I mean, hey, I know a few people I would go bumping around first.
And then Nestea comes along and jams a little thing where you can suckle the water.
Yeah.
like a gerbil. And
Yeah, that's right.
Come back
That's
and-
right.
And if you've done something wrong, you get your water privileges to
Get a revoke.
Yeah.
You get shorted on your water stock.
No, yeah, shortage of water. It's going around, and as the guys were driving around in the water tanks, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be as valuable as gas now.
Well, yeah. Look at wasn't that part of Mad Max 2 or something? It's been in a few apocalyptic things,
Yeah.
Water is more than gold, worth more than gold, and shit like that.
Mhm.
Drink water, you can't drink gold.
What blew my mind is there's this the most expensivest. It was kind of a while
Most
ago.
expensivest.
It's like a TV show with 2 Chainz. He's a rapper.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he
I
went to-
know. I've heard of 2 Chainz.
He bought a can of air because apparently in like that you can buy in certain places in like Asian cities.
Yeah.
There's
get like a little bottle of oxygen or something, sort of like this.
Yeah, essentially like that, and with like a little air horn. It's like a mask almost, but with the air, you breathe in a fresh breath of air. Himalayas or Canadian air is also being sold, so it's like we can get in on that.
I got cans of Winnipeg Air. I wish I had known, because I have cans of Winnipeg Air. Well, yeah, we should. It's still Canadian Air. It's still Canadian Air. That's right. Here's your little breath of Canada, buddy.
There's
you didn't pay me enough.
The most high quality air that you could buy is like at like $10,000 a can.
Damn, that's got to be some fine
the economical ones are like 10 to 15, maybe $20 an hour, probably.
Yeah,
you could just
the cheaper it gets, the more pollutants they stick in.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. But like, how fucking pure can, like, is it like a drug at that point? Like when you're going into
what about all these oxygen bars? You know, you saw these when people get a hit of pure oxygen. It says woo.
Yeah, but like if you're really drunk and you feel terrible, a hit of oxygen can bring you back into sobriety.
Yeah.
It's like,
so I mean, it's a good thing, but then what are these people being given? What's inside that tank? Is it just oxygen? Probably. Or is somebody just going around like this with the cap and the bottle, and they're just going, okay, drop some air in there.
No,
here's your air.
I mean, it's got to be pressure. Like probably filtered, like what they do with water. There's a process, because I don't think even
after a HEPA filter thing kind of deal.
Yeah, they blow a bunch of. It's a big fan. They blow.
Well, then you know what? It would work twofold. I could vacuum, and because our vacuum has a HEPA filter in it, right where the exhaust is, we could just put cans there, blow in the exhaust from the vacuum, because it's been run through a HEPA filter. See, that way I get to vacuum the house. Yeah. And we get to can some air and sell it off.
Yeah, that's viable. Like,
that's right. You gotta be thinking.
Just sending them to like India would be like just where there's just terrible air pollution.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd just be rolling in the money, man.
So, but then if people started killing people for the tanks and stuff like that, would it then be blood air like it is with the blood diamonds?
Blood diamonds, yeah.
Blood air.
Bloody air.
Blood air, blood water, you know. Almost anything can be covered in blood depending on how you get it, you know. That's the thing. I'm just saying.
Cartels have moved into the air business.
Cartels are jacking the COVID vaccines.
Yeah.
You know, there's gangs and yes, they're stealing the vaccine. We want it. Oh man.
And then what is there going to be like a I guess a street COVID vaccine coming?
Yeah, probably.
The chemists that usually just build meth are now like, wait, we got something. We got something better than the government.
Yeah, that's right. Well, like Breaking Bad there.
Breaking Bad,
you know, he had the better shit, what the hell was it? Crystal meth or something?
Yeah.
I can't remember what he was cooking up.
Or that's the movie with Tom Cruise, American Made. Have you seen that one?
No, I want to. It looks pretty good.
The government comes in and helps him fly like drugs because he was a good pilot.
Yeah, that's right. And
it's pretty much the same character of Cocktail.
Yeah.
Or not Cocktail. What is the one where he's the armed forces?
Oh,
like he's a fighter jet guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Top Gun.
Top Gun. That's it.
There you go. Yeah. He's like Top Gun, but it was like with the drugs, and they're just helping him.
Yeah. Instead of Goose, he had drugs.
Yeah, helping the militia in South America, the South American militia, but it's secretly like they're funding them guns.
Well, yeah, they were selling the drugs, taking the cash and giving it back to them or something, weren't they? Or selling them back their guns.
And then they pumped, and then they would help them take the drugs. It was such a weird scenario, but like there's like a big flow chart of like, so the guns would go over to Iran.
Yeah.
Then they would pump money into the contraband.
Yeah.
And in turn, they would get cocaine, and then it would just keep circling. It would just keep circling into it.
Yeah.
And I was watching this like documentary about crack and how crack got flooded with the Nixon era into like lower wage communities.
Yes.
Like
you know, people think it's kind of bullshit, but no, it actually happened. That's how much governments hate people. I guess I have no idea. You know, it's.
And then fast forward to now with the Wall Street bets, and you can see how fucking shady actually Wall Street was. And I've said this a long time. I've said this all the time. I said, if people just the essential worker stop going to work for like a minimum a couple of days, your wage would go up. Your minimum wage would definitely go up, because what happened in Italy, they had the restrictions were at the tightest. No businesses could open, and they said fuck it. Like thousands and thousands of businesses in Italy opened up, and it was like they were like fuck you, and the government changed it in 24 hours.
God damn.
So the proof is in the pudding. If the
but have their cases spiked again? Or?
No, not really.
They
People
were,
started wearing masks.
Well, yeah, exactly. So I guess that shows you that if we can wear masks, then we can get to some sort of normalcy. It's just everybody's got to wear a mask.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see what the issue is with it, but it got tied politically to, you know, you shouldn't have to wear one for whatever reason.
It was also in the best interest with COVID, with Donald Trump to like, so they said they couldn't get, like the Democrats didn't want to start and the Republicans didn't want to start working on a plan of action because it was good for the administration after the election, because they wanted to show that if he could turn it around, they would have kept him back into power. So they actually actively denied actual responsibility for helping.
So getting him out was an inside job.
Millions of people, of like deaths for this fucking COVID, just because bad man Donald Trump is in power.
Well, yeah, they're
so
almost
actually real world people have to die
because
of that.
They're over 400,000.
It is is it, a political chess move almost. That's what. It's fucking ridiculous.
That is stupid.
So it's fucking conspiracies are now the truth. Like it's like the average person that didn't believe in conspiracies it's gone up. Like I think 30% of people now just believe. Like it was like a small percentage of like 10% of people actually believed in it. Now it's getting bigger. It's fucking ridiculous nowadays.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but this whole Wall Street, have you heard about it? Like this, like the Wall Street Bets Reddit forum.
Yeah.
What did you hear about it?
Well, I just heard that people were starting to buy stocks of GameStop because all these big hedge fund managers were betting that GameStop's going to fail, which I think in and of itself is ridiculous. And sort of, because for them to be able to bet that this company is going to shut down. It's like, so you make money, but nobody else does.
Okay, so what kind of go into it, because I've been watching like nonstop YouTube explanation videos about this, so I'm an expert in it. And I'm gonna put some stock money into the stocks right now. Do it. Let's hear it. So like when they shorted, you know what shorting is?
That's when they're betting that a company's gonna fail.
Yeah, but like it's like it is essentially that. You see the movie The Big Short?
No.
So they also have to pay premiums when you do short if the company's still doing well.
Right.
If it hasn't dropped and you don't sell your short position on it, or you still need them to have physical shares of something. Yeah. So the company, I think, can't go bankrupt, because if it does go completely bankrupt before you sell your short position, I think could be completely wrong on this, but you wouldn't get anything because there's no company to buy back which the short position you own. Right. And it's like the premiums keep going. Like it's like they have to pay a certain amount, like insurance, for every time it's not going, like things are going well, pretty much. It's like an insurance bet. Yeah. And like each month they have to pay millions upon millions, and they have already, like, people have sold their position on it, and it total up to $70 billion. The rich hedge fund guys that are crying. And it's fucking hilarious when they get on the news and they're like, this is financial terrorism.
Oh yeah,
and it's
it's stupid. They're
gonna collapse the economy. People are pulling out their hairs.
Yeah, these assholes. Hilarious. Yeah, they go on TV. They cry the hardest.
And it's like some billionaire that would laugh at shutting down a mom and pop store in your city. It's a guy that because he has a short position on a GameStop in your local community. Yeah. And the funny thing is, though, the real world value is the new Xbox came out, the new PlayStation just came out, so they're actually are doing their best year when the new series came out. The next gen consoles came out last year at around November, and there was a serious spike, but they think it's already the position is it's going to go down after that. Yeah. The people keep buying the stock, it essentially goes up, and people it's the biggest also promotion too.
Yeah.
For GameStop, because now you want to go to GameStop and just buy something.
Do you know what GameStop started at before all this buying happened?
It went up. What is it? 1,000% or 100%?
I saw it went up like 1,000%.
It was like $4 or $5.
So let's say I went in and bought $100 worth of these $5 stocks, right? Mm-hmm. So the stock shoots up. Somebody, I guess I had the option of selling it.
Yeah,
right?
you
to make my money right away.
You always do down
right.
because everyone's gonna buy something.
Exactly, but because then it's kind of okay. You went in, you hit it, you made your money, you're out.
Yeah,
but there doesn't seem to be any kind of long-term thing to me. Because there's no point in you I guess that's the idea of the stock market is you buy and sell these stocks as fast as you can and make as much money as you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all seems it's all very shady. I've seen the Wall Street experts say, "Oh right, yes, this is shady. This shouldn't happen. This kind of stuff." But
it happens all the time. They're allowed to do this, and it's known as a short squeeze because they still have whoever still has the short positions on GameStop still have to buy the stock, but they only buy it at the value that they shorted it at. So they're buying it at this. I actually don't understand exactly, but they have to still buy the stock to sell it at the price that it's now at.
Yeah.
They're expecting it to go lower, so they wanted it at certain amount so that they would get the value at that amount for when the stock is actually at a smaller amount.
So I guess we got to get ourselves some street credit or something and start phoning around some of these schools, see if we can get some experts to talk to and stuff too. Because we can sit and theorize, but I've got some real questions I'd like to ask people.
Because it is ridiculous when I think Friday I seen a guy crying in a Range Rover.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's probably had some sort of money in that's tied up in those hedge funds, which the thing is, if all of them the constant collective of Wall Street bets, the Reddit community is they got diamond hands forcing them not to sell and pick up their phone and move because their hands are so fucking filled with diamonds.
My God.
The whole thing is they're not gonna sell.
Yeah.
And if they don't sell, the guys still have to. They can't buy back what's already sold out of stock.
Right.
Essentially, so their short position is completely ruined. Obviously, most people are going to sell eventually when they make a couple $100.
Yeah.
Now and then.
You'd figure they'd have to, but it's because it skyrocketed in one day, but it could also fall in a day too. So I mean, Monday you could be rich, Tuesday you're poor again because the stock plummeted.
Yeah. And
now you're just left holding toilet paper.
I was checking it. It was at 325 before the stock market opened today.
Right.
And it was it lost about $100, but it's still 200 when it should be really valued at about maybe 850.
Yeah.
Because because that's more around the reasonable price. But they said the experts say that in the same year, Volkswagen in the 2008 crash, they had a short squeeze of Volkswagen because a lot of people expected Volkswagen to fail. They were valued at maybe whatever dollars a share.
Yeah.
It went up to 900.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that just because of all of the speculation that it could still continue to fall and drop throughout this whole week. It can be everyone's saying buy the dip because it's already I don't even know stock, but I want to buy GameStop stock just because it's funny to see a billionaire cry.
It is. Yeah, it is. And I mean, the thing that sickens me is just, well, wait a minute, you sack of shit. You come on TV, you've already got a net worth of, say,
dude, it's such, and it doesn't even seem like they ever cried in
$5 billion or something. Cry. Yeah.
It's that's not even what a real cry looks like. It's
no.
No. You got bad acting.
Yes,
it's just
yes, very bad acting. You sacks of shit have already got net worths in the millions, and you're crying because you're not getting another million, but you've still got the millions that are sitting that you've already got. So it's don't cry in front of people like that. And
Yeah, because like that's
sick
like
to me.
a negative. It's like it's spiraling upwards.
Yeah.
It's like a negative. Like if you tell the average person that, hey, don't do this. Like I'm a billionaire and I lost a bunch of fucking money.
Yeah.
People are just gonna be like, fuck that. I'm never selling.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I mean,
like
they say, oh, well, you know, I'm losing money. It's just, well, is it you're losing money or you're just not making as much as you would like?
I never knew that it was that. Like, I always thought that Wall Street would always win. Like, they would always...
It does. And it will.
Yeah, because they already got a $3 billion bailout.
Yeah.
Which comes from where? The banks, which come from arguably all the taxpayers.
Yes.
Essentially. And it's
Yeah.
eventually always going to get funded, too. But this is bigger than that. It's bigger than just, a couple of... a couple of fucking billionaires lost their fucking... billions. It's more like, dude, like this is a mainstream news about how shady actually Wall Street is.
Yes.
The biggest important thing is the government bailed the Robinhood app was legitimately denying people from buying stocks. You could only sell it. You were only able to. That's why it dipped down to like about 196.
Yeah.
Before Friday came, and then it went back up once people stopped fucking.
Once they started buying again.
Negative app reviews, and Google came along and said like they deleted like millions of negative app reviews because everybody was like they're not actively bought.
Well, and I mean, you know, according to the app people or according to some of the Wall Street experts that I've seen on the news, they had said that Robinhood had to shut down because it was trying to protect the people from making a bad decision. It's just, well, if they want to make that decision, then go ahead and let them make that decision.
That never stopped any single Wall Street. Anytime. It never happened.
No. Well, they understand the risk, whereas your average schmo doesn't. You know, they just see dollar signs and they want to get rich.
But why does the average Joe not know about stocks? Just it's the beginning of the Wolf of Wall Street is like, the truth is, even the guys that study it their whole lives don't know.
No,
you can't.
No, there are way too many ins and outs, and it's too unpredictable of a thing.
Case in point, fucking GameStop. They should have predicted that people would have fucking bought it because there's a whole bunch of short squeeze, so it's not good to short that particular thing. But no one can see it.
Yeah.
No one can.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You can't predict that unless
did GameStop start the whole thing, or was it started by these guys on Reddit?
It was actually. To be honest, it was actually the guys. There was a tweet that sent that one of the hedge fund managers said, "I'll be looking into shorting GME, which is GameStop, the stock, because I don't see it. It looks like it's like all these brick and mortar stores are going to fall.
Yeah,
no one's at the movie theaters in fucking an entire year.
Well, of course nobody's at the movie theaters because we've been locked down because of fucking COVID.
Why is the stock for AMC up 100 and some %?
Yeah.
It's at the highest it's ever been, and they have no money. Maybe 2 people in the entire 12 months of the pandemic have ordered popcorn because they didn't realize they could buy popcorn from their fucking local mom or grocery store or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fucking like insane.
Oh,
like
God.
There's no way that they physically have money, but their stock is
their stock is going up, which means they have money, but they don't have money. So that's the not understanding part that, and I mean it's just so goddamn confusing.
Well, yeah, because it's essentially they're betting. It's like the short squeeze. It's happening right now because there's guys that are making millions of dollars because they bought $1,000 worth of fucking GameStop at $10, and now it's fucking hundreds. Yeah, exactly. More times. It's genius actually. Nokia's doing better than ever. When was the last time Nokia made a phone?
So I guess everybody's going around and looking for all these companies that are being shorted, and they're going to start buying up some of the stocks.
Because eventually the if it goes down, you know it's going back up because whatever open stock that needs to be bought is going to have to be returned to the short position. So they're buying it at a loss, which causes it to spiral upwards. Yeah. It's like when you hit a CO2 can, you never know where it's going to go. Yeah, yeah. But it's going somewhere up. Up and to the left.
Yeah. Up and to the left.
Or to the right, I guess. I don't know.
No.
Whichever.
Should be back and to the right.
Back and to the right.
Back and to the right.
Yeah.
back, and to the right.
I love it, man. It's because I've never known that the entire Wall Street was just a game of dice. It was just like,
yep,
come on,
yep, roll it.
GameStop shut down, Blockbuster shut down.
Yeah.
money. I didn't realize it was that like easy for the average person to just make a couple with a couple $1,000s to make a couple $10,000.
Well, exactly. That's why there's Robinhood and that stock slice where you own part of the 10 biggest companies and shit like that. But
Dow Jones or whatever.
Do you really make any money? Is it real money that you're going to be making, or are you just making fucking coffee money for the rest of your life?
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Yeah.
There was real world millionaires overnight with on Reddit.
Oh, sure.
We got into it. And the funny thing is Dogecoin, Dogecoin, like it's a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, but it was made as a joke to parody Bitcoin, like it's like Dogecoin, and you can't really do much with it. But it went up in a spike because people just started betting on these weird things that were like the meme culture because everyone's thinking that it's going to pay off.
Yeah. So and I mean, how is that good anyways for the market to be affected like that? To go up, to go down at such rapid and steep increases, decreases, people losing millions in a second. That's it's
like if you put your money into something, we all heard this saying, one banana is worth about a banana, right?
Right.
But if many people want that fucking banana, you can now charge a little bit more for said banana. And that's what it is. The tulip frenzy. You heard of that?
No. What the hell's that?
Back in way back in my parents' days. Around your time, buddy. 1800s or something.
Around the olden days.
Early 1900s, the tulip frenzy was a lot of people wanted to buy a bunch of tulips.
Right.
It just became this thing that it was an exotic, luxurious item.
Yeah.
And tulips were, I'm going to give tulips to my wife or whatever.
Yeah.
It became like the rose is now. It
was like every Valentine's Day, the fucking price of a rose goes up twice, if not three times.
Supply and demand, yeah. That's
exactly. And that's yeah.
So the real world, GameStop is the hottest thing right now. It's bigger than Microsoft. It's twice the shares of Microsoft. Yeah. It's like it's like half of Tesla. If you go onto any stock market exchange app and see the top stocks of the day, GameStop is always in the top 5% of stocks worldwide. So it's not it's not fake, it's real now. Yeah, it's still real. It's been real for this past week and a half. And it's really valuable right now.
The whole stock market thing, unfortunately I just see it as it's a way for the rich to get richer, to screw the little guy. And anytime they're offering and here little guy, here's your chance to make it, you never do. There's always
it's a trap.
It could be a trap.
Well,
I mean, maybe you are going to make a little bit of money. You're not going to make anywhere near what these clowns are.
It's too high now.
But yeah, I'm not even talking about GameStop. I'm just talking about anything. It's hard to try and start a business.
But the stock market is a little bit easier to make some money.
Yeah.
Because if you are following trends in business, you can find, this business is going to be like, say before you knew Facebook and Twitter were going to be the end-all apps nowadays, if you invested early, you could have got some shares of those stocks for a couple of pennies. Before they skyrocketed to $40-$50 a share now. It's very real world. You could.
That's I think that's a little bit different because there is there's a couple of those startup apps now where you invest in these companies that are making things and shit like that. That I see is a little bit different rather than betting whether this company is going to fucking fail and all its employees are going to be kicked out.
Shorting is the shadier side of it. Yeah. It's expecting to see a business fail. So you could tell all your friends don't shop there. Yeah. Or, you could do some shady stuff where you strong arm them back in like the mob days. Yeah. Just say, hey.
Yeah, you got the headbusters going out there cracking some skulls and saying, hey, you're shopping here now.
Yeah. or pay us premiums
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
your week to week.
Yeah, this is a real nice story you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Guy with a bat and sitting outside just waiting.
Can of gas or something, matching his mouth.
You never know. Like that more than likely happened. Constantly.
Still does, man. Still does. There's this one guy. He was a stock market guy or something. I can't even remember what the fuck this clown's name was. They're popping up left, right, and center. He was probably. He was given a pardon by Donald Trump, and this guy, he was just a lowlife. He weaseled on the stock market. He got people to invest in bad ideas and shit like that, and then he would take the money and run, and it's just, oh my fucking God.
That's
where will it all end?
It's
but you want to know a good company you should probably invest in?
What company?
A young startup company called JJX Tie-Dye. He's the one that's provided all these.
That's what they were. I was like, what are we doing with these?
Did you think it was wallpaper? You thought it was wallpaper, didn't you?
I thought you were trying to do something like, oh, you know what? If we just out of focus the shirts, then they could just be wallpaper. And I was
that's right. Yeah. Well, to make us look pretty or something. No. These are great shirts. Everything is hand dyed. Mm-hmm. He hand washes. He does his soda washes. He does hot water rinses. I've washed this one a couple of times already, and the colors haven't run. So I mean, each one is unique, and he's getting himself set up on Etsy.
Nice.
JJX Tie-Dye, go to Etsy, look for it. He's hopefully getting some stuff back up on the web.
We'll put the link in the description once.
Once he gets everything going, we'll love to help out local talent. He's the stepson, and
I have a girl I know a girl that likes really big into tie-dye. She definitely fucking.
Oh well, there we go. Bring her by.
I'll grab a couple. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They're always, because there's no guarantee of what's going to come out. He can't make another one like this. No. But each one's unique. Yeah. So that's what makes them stand out.
Yeah. And support the little guy for once.
That's right.
Instead of these big chains.
Instead of these big chains and hedge
funders. Back to being
and
angry about these goddamn chains.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Christ, I can get angry about it and everything. Well, actually, you want something that my bank. Yeah. I went to my bank earlier to try and
telling me about this today.
Yeah, to try and put some cash in. And it went through all the process and everything, but then it spit the cash back out and said it couldn't complete my transaction.
So it didn't take your money?
No. Okay. It gave it back to me. It took it at first, right? Because you can just put it in. You don't put it in an envelope anymore. You can just put the cash in, counts it up, verifies that it's actually money. It said, here's what we're going to deposit into your account. Here's what your balance is going to be afterward. And I said, okay, complete. And then it said, nope, can't do it. Here's your money back. So I go into the bank and I go, what the fuck? And the woman tells me, well, you had the wrong code. The wrong code was put on your card. I'm just, what do you mean the wrong code? What kind of code would not let somebody deposit cash into their account? A check is one thing, the check obviously gets held. But what kind of a code? Why would there even be a code for a person to not be able to put money in their bank?
I don't get this. So wait. So you put the money in and then it asks for a code, or your bank
No,
code?
I put my card in, punched in my bank code.
The right one?
Yeah. Okay. Put deposit, and it said, okay, insert your cash or whatever into the slot here. Put my cash in the slot because you don't need an envelope. It just counts up all the cash. Yeah. And then it went through all its wick, and shit like that. Display comes up, says this is what's going into your account. Here's what your balance is going to be afterwards. Do you want to complete the deposit? I pushed yes. And then it said, we cannot complete this transaction. Here's your money back.
Wow. So there's no code.
Well, no. When I went in, the code is what's on the card from the bank. It's got nothing to do with me. I didn't put it on there. I didn't tell them to.
Oh, they fucked up.
Because there's some changes. Like the wife says she used to have a bank card that she could do certain things on one account, but not on the other account. Yeah. Right. So that way you're not, I'll just dip into this for a little bit, So so make and prevent people. It's kind of like locking your card and shit like that. Yeah. But I even looked at the girl and I said, well, why is this code on here? Why would you not let yourself deposit money into your account? And all she could do is just kind of shrug her shoulders and go, this is what I can tell you. I'll change the number for you, and there you go. Boom, Bob's your uncle. It's just like, come on.
That's stupid.
That's ridiculous.
It's like our mistakes lead to your paying.
Yeah.
Your like you probably needed that for a bill or something, right?
I did, as a matter of fact. I needed it for my goddamn rent.
Like, it's like
somebody's got to pay for the palatial palace we're recording in.
What are we gonna do? That's all that the people. I got called like the other day, like last week.
You didn't get called the N-word, did you?
No.
Thank God.
No. It's more like
it's bad enough you hear that from me and your mom all the time.
It's not the it's not the N-word anymore. It's it's the payee. The payee. It's a lot worse. Trust me.
It's a lot worse. Man. Oh my God.
So it goes. They called me. Fucking my TELUS called me. Phone company.
Yeah.
I got an email saying...
Are we going to have to bleep TELUS? We'll have to check with legal.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Fuck legal.
We're in a basement. Like, what are they going to do? Bomb this basement?
That's right. They're going to come after us and shut us down. Ooh, we're really scared of you, TELUS. Anyway.
Oh, my Wi-Fi's gone. Wait.
Damn it. I needed that for work.
No, fucking... So they called, and I got the email saying, Jeff, you got to pay this money in the next 48 hours or your service is disconnected.
Oh, damn.
But that came on a fucking Friday, and I paid it on a Sunday, which was within the 48 hours, but it's 48 hours business days. So I did pay it within that time. Or no, actually not business days. I paid it through my online banking.
Yeah.
The problem is it's 4 to 5 business days.
Yes, for the bank to process it for some reason. It's just why does it take 5 days?
So I said I paid it. Trust me, I paid for it. I just forgot to tell you that I paid for it. They're like, sorry, we disconnected your services, and just to put them back on, there's going to be a reconnection fee. Yeah. So I said, even though the bill is cleared, I paid more than you guys asked for, which was $100 and something. I doubled it. I paid the whole thing. I cleared it just because I was scared they're going to cut my shit off. Yeah. But the processing time that it took eventually led to me getting disconnected, which an extra $45. Yeah. It's always $45 for some reason.
Well, and I mean, it's just, what do you mean it's $45 for you to flick a switch?
Yeah, turn it back on and not block my services.
Yeah, click, $45, thank you. You thieving fucking bastards.
Listen, here's the shit that fucking made me want to burn the whole fucking business to the ground was, you should thank us because we're gonna put it back on, and I was like, wow. I just threw I was punching air at this point. I'm like foaming at the fucking mouth because it was like, you should thank us for the reconnection fee is going to be waived till next time, so you don't have to pay it right now. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So
and then I got the how was your service today thing. Yeah. Terrible. I just filled out this stupid fucking. I don't even think that goes anywhere. If they know they fucked their customer. Yeah. They're like, fucking delete it. Just delete that one thing. Yeah. And now we have all good reviews.
Yeah. Exactly. It's all thumbs up from here.
All thumbs up. Fucking,
that is ridiculous. Well, I think half the time the reconnection fee is just on there so that they can say, oh, well, we'll waive the reconnection fee, and it makes you feel good. That's all that it is.
It happens once in a while, and you go, wow. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Start kissing their rings and boots. And you're like, thank you, big tech.
Yep. That is exactly it.
There's only fucking
it's much
so much that we could handle, right?
The company I used to work for used to give us, used to bring in shitloads of pizza all the time and food and chicken and all this kind of shit. And I just looked at my boss one day. I said, you know what? I'd much rather have a 15-cent raise than pizza every goddamn week.
Yep.
And then, of course, everybody just storms into the lunchroom, gobbling up pizzas and shit like that. They eventually had to have one of the girls standing there, and she would go, okay, what kind do you want? And hand out a piece, because people were taking like 7, 8 pieces. They had to, because there was only so many pizzas. They're not going to buy a pizza for everybody. It's a staff of 30, so 10 pizzas ought to do.
Pizza Nazis.
But everybody, this one guy I know, he would go in and grab like 8, 9 slices. He would go up 3 times. It's just, man, nobody else has had any yet. Sit down and wait your turn. But he was a big fella though.
I used to do that when I worked in the banquet halls. They would have here's what they used to do. They used to have like so much fucking food left over. Yes. They would always go to the garbage. So then they're smartened up, and then it said the staff always has to eat, right? So they'd eat like chicken dinners a lot of the time, steak dinners every once in a while.
Sometimes the staff would get whatever's left
lobster, right? And you'd be like, wow. But then once the more expensive food, more people just started abusing the power.
Yes.
That they get, like, oh, putting some dinners away
Yeah.
to bring home.
Yeah.
And it became this thing, and it was just like, you're getting the standard, like, even if it was a big company, some big wealthy politicians ordering steak and lobster and salmon, filet mignon and all that, we would still have to only have chicken.
Yeah.
So, and it was just one of those things where it's like, I would much rather just bring my own lunch, like what you said, and get like an extra $2-3 as opposed to just spending money on the food that I could probably.
But no, they can't do that because giving the employee a bump up means that it will probably affect their the contributions, the retirement contributions and shit like that, or because the company then has to match, or the company has to, it's just basically the company has to pay more, and it's cheaper to give.
It stays at a flat rate as opposed to, well, today you're getting this food. Yeah. Today no food.
Yeah.
A couple of muffins today.
Yeah.
Couple of
here's your muffins and a little cup of water and
go home.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I never agreed with that, and I told the boss that
never
a few
take
times.
The free lunch. That's the
no, because I always bitched about it. I go, you know what? I go, all this does is it interrupts the workday. And I'm always told, well, we'll be there to help you. We'll be there to help you.
You probably look like a douche though saying that. This interrupts.
Well, no, it's not an interruption of the workday kind of thing. So much as, you know what? Okay, yes, everybody goes for lunch at the same time. They're all back after about half an hour, 40 minutes, that kind of thing. Yeah. But then it's always, oh, don't worry, we'll help you guys catch up. Well, nobody ever fucking helped us catch up. Yeah. They did their part twice as fast, which dumped it onto my part twice as fast, but then nobody came and gave us help. Yeah. Because we were the last shift of the day. But there is an advantage to being the last shift, because I do overnights at a grocery store. When they bring food in, because we're the last shift, it's all the food gets thrown out the next day. Yeah. Well, if there's anything left, we hoard it and take it home. Yeah. I brought home a big platter of Splendido burritos one time because there's a shit ton left. Yeah. Nobody wanted certain ones or whatever.
That's what you do in I worked in 7-Eleven. Yeah. Night shift too. Yeah, and it was one of those things where it's like all of the night fucking dirty hot dogs and the taquitos. You just snag all the day old fucking donuts and stuff. I'm just like, I got so fat on my first job because
I'll take those.
I'm a sucker for. I am a sucker for. That's one of my downfalls is I always eat the free lunch. They toss food. I'm like a dog. Like I just go for it because I'm like, fuck yes, something. Yeah. But if you do hold out, you say, hey, no, I prefer some real world. So I can afford the food.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, the pizza they were bringing us. It's
cardboard.
It's cardboard. It's I don't particularly like it. I had a couple of pieces one night. I was shitting out just through the fucking eye of an. I was liquid shitting the rest of the goddamn night, man.
I've had pizza where it was like way too much like something wrong with the cheese.
Right.
It just got me I almost had fucking constipation, a fit of constipation. I was like, man, it was just hard cheese. Yeah. And it wasn't even
that's hard cheese.
It wasn't cheese. Yeah, it's hard to process.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, bottom line is don't cheap out. Yeah. If you're gonna bring us food, bring us good food.
If it's free, God damn it. If it's free, I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
No.
But if they're paying you, you're a worker. You're not a beggar. You should have a livable wage or a livable.
Exactly. Yeah. I'd much rather. Yeah. I'd much rather that. But of course, that starts leading to talk of communism. Share the wealth. Share the wealth.
Rallying against us, poor billionaires.
Yeah. Exactly.
Comes down to a billionaire crying on TV.
Yeah. Basically, it all fucking circles back to the billionaire crying on TV.
Fucking the media.
Yep. All because he's not making his billions. Just But that's the frustrating thing about COVID is it should have brought the world together, and we should have seen there's tremendous inequities in every aspect of this fucking planet.
It's also like that. The more bad things are happening, the more shit's getting exposed, though.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
The average person is now understanding.
It is shining a lot of light on cockroaches.
With that Trump, were you at that that rally? The Trump support occupy the fucking White House.
Insurrection.
Occupy the White House with Viking helmet guy.
Yeah. The QAnon
girl
preacher.
gets shot It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a woman got shot by the cops. Well, she got shot by the cops. Did you see that one woman? That
Alex
one
Jones
woman?
was there.
Was he?
He was there, and I think he's getting. I think he's getting slapped with some crazy charges.
Well, there's a bunch of them that are getting charged with trespassing into restricted property, shit like that. Did you see that one buddy walking out with the podium under his arm? He's just
there's so many pictures where it's just like a guy on Donald Trump's desk or something like that.
Well, exactly. It's just these people committed kind of high treason. They did this insurrection, and then they posted boasting about it. And then I'm
in the White House right now.
Exactly, and then they wondered why they got arrested. Yeah,
Here's my location.
Here's my location. Here I am
at the White House.
And
take pictures.
And before you know it, there's a Secret Service at the door.
And you wonder why. Eh?
Yeah, it's crazy, And then these guys are, what did I do? Well, let's start with a whole list of things. But yeah, insurrection.
Well, what can you say?
I know. Much like every Monday, the weekend ends.
The weekend ends, and we get back to our jobs, and we kind of go, well, that was a crazy week.
That was. I think every week in 2020 was a crazy week.
And in 2021, it seems like the things are turning around. It's turning around, though, with the Wall Street.
Oh, yeah, it's turning around, but it's going down.
Things are progressively going down, but we're bringing things down with it.
At least if it was like Australia, it'd be the Cornholius effect there, where it swims the other way.
I only learned that from a Simpsons episode.
So did I. The Simpsons is a wealth of knowledge. I cannot tell you how much I've learned from the Simpsons.
Yeah. Well, Simpsons did it.
Yep.
All of this stuff Simpsons had.
Simpsons did it first. Yep.
Okay. I like there's Rick and Morty. You know Rick and Morty?
Oh yeah.
Little cartoon episode. There's a guy. Rick, and he fucking typed in he changed the values of an entire planets to 0, and they're like, oh god, it's 0.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I need money, where's money? Everyone's like,
people start dropping out of buildings from behind them and shit. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I saw
Once
that.
The accounts go to 0, man.
Yeah.
That's because they're saying people are already on Twitter saying, let's just go down to the banks and take out our money.
Yeah.
Let's just take out our money. And
collapse the whole thing then. Yeah. Right now you only took down part of it, so if you want to collapse the whole thing, then head off to the bank. Yeah.
Take out your money and see how free you are. It's a wild world, man.
Yeah.
It's a wild west.
Yes, it is.
But,
So I don't want to make any guarantees to anybody, but maybe now that we got a cheaper recording studio, maybe we'll be back a little more often. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll try once a week. Maybe.
We like doing it, and hopefully you guys like watching us. And,
every single day.
Every day we're gonna do this. Maybe 5. We should call it morning coffee.
We got to change the day to the weekday show.
Yeah, the weekday morning coffee show with Mediumjay and XLG.
Got a ring to it.
That's right. And I'll always take an extra large 4 and 4. So.
Extra large 4 and 4.
Extra large 4 and 4. Damn right. You got to get all sugared up, and I always like being a little bit creamy.
I used to put so much sugar that everyone would be like, "You like that? You like a little bit of coffee?"
Yeah, you want a little bit of coffee with that sugar?
And I was like, "Oh my god."
Well, I even said that. I'm just, Jesus Christ, man. It's like this much in the bottom of one of those giant cups. So shut up and just give me my fucking coffee, you asshole.
Exactly.
So, all right, Jay.
All right.
We are out. Thanks for watching. We will be back. We're gonna have different sets, and we'll decorate.
Yeah, decorate.
We'll bring in a little tree or something and see how this works.
Guests too.
Guests would be nice.
Once things kind of stabilize in this pandemic, hopefully when people come to their senses.
Maybe we'll just put a wig on you. And you can be like 4 or 5 different people. One week it'll be this, one week it'll be that.
An afro, and then it'll be like, where's Jeff?
Yeah.
Where's Mediumjay?
Where's Mediumjay? I don't see him here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like,
so you got the striped shirt. You could almost be like Waldo. Where's Jeffo? Where's Jeff Doe?
No, where's Waldo? It's where's Wall Street right now?
That's right. Where's Wall Street?
Bets down, because holy shit. I'm investing in the EMC though, in GME. I'm definitely gonna put some money down.
Hit it.
And then I'm gonna hold it because I got diamond hands and I can't see my phone.
Diamond hands.
I can't see. Yeah, I'm investing. Movie theaters are going state of the art.
State of the art movie theaters. That's it. All right, people. We will be back next time. Thanks for watching.